Hi, I am Selva Prabhakaran. The terms percentiles, quantiles, quartiles, and deciles. These terms you will encounter very frequently in statistics. Let's try to understand what these terms are and what is the difference between, say, quantiles and quartiles versus deciles and all. Let's understand this clearly. To do that, let's take a variable with 100 observations. To make it simple to understand, let's take 100 observations of housing prices. And let's imagine these are the initial values of housing prices. There are 100 observations out of which I have written the first 4 observations. 100K, 20K, 150K and 800K. Now, what we do to compute the percentiles is, we first sort this data in ascending order. Let's imagine we'll just sort this data as it is, whatever data point we have. So we start with 20K, then 100K, then 150K, then 800K. Just because only these four values are visible here, we are just sorting it in this way. Now this is sorted. Now suppose there is a value, say 600K down the line. That value should come before 800K. Getting me? So the entire data is sorted. Let's imagine. Now let's understand percentiles. How would you get the second percentile out of this data? The second percentile would be the value which has 2% of values in this data lesser than that particular value. That is what percentiles means. Likewise, 99th percentile means 99% of values will be lesser than that particular value. That will be the 99th percentile. Can you say what would be the 50th percentile? That would mean 50% of the values would be lesser than that particular value, which we call as the median as well. 50th percentile is nothing but the median. So that is what percentiles mean. Then what is quantiles? Quantiles is actually the same as the percentiles, only that what we refer to as 99th percentile, we write it as 0.99 as quantiles. We write it as decimal points. Likewise, second percentile, in terms of percentile, we'll write it like this. This would be 0.02. That would be a quantile. So that's the only difference between percentile and quantiles, nothing else. Now you understand this, then what is a quartile? What is the difference between a quantile and a quartile? Quartile also, we sort the data. Let's assume this data is sorted. I will move 20K here and 100K here. To compute quartile, a quartile is nothing but we split this data. Let's imagine this bar here represents all the data points in this particular data, in this housing prices data. We split this data into 4 equal parts. This has, since total number of observations is 100, we split it into 4 equal parts. So 25 observations here, 25 here, 25 here, 25 here. Now these values at these edges, these values here, this would be first quartile. This here would be the second quartile. This here would be the third quartile. Third quartile. That is what quartiles mean. Simply put, you sort the data in ascending order, divide it into 4 equal parts. These edges, these boundaries that splits these parts are nothing but the quartiles. Then what is deciles? Very similar to quartiles, only that instead of splitting into 4 equal parts, we split it into 10 equal parts. So you have 10 equal parts of data. Maybe this is a wrong representation. Imagine there are 10 equal parts split here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 equal parts. These values over here, these edges over here are nothing but the deciles. Now, what would be a quintile? Quintile is, we split the data like how we split the data into 4 equal parts in quartiles. This is 10 equal parts in deciles. Quintile, we split it into 5 equal parts. 5 equal parts. So that's the difference. Hope this is very clear. Let's move on to the next one.